Hello viewers, welcome to yet another show on the Connect TV. Right now we have Mr. Sohit Mishra, a renowned political journalist who has been extensively touring Maharashtra, and in fact he has toured Maharashtra along with Dr. Pranara as well. And to know more about his impressions, let's straight away start talking to Sohit. Welcome to the show, Sohit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
Great. Sohit, the Maharashtra poll favor is catching up. I think it's reaching its peak. We have been seeing the election campaigning for quite a few years. How do you see the current campaigning trend? Do you see any major changes in the style of the political language, the political discourse that has been going on as compared to say pre 2014?
Absolutely. See, this election is very different in that case because you have to see there's Shiv Sena, NCP, and BJP in government, and there's Shiv Sena, NCP, and Congress in opposition. This is the first time when we are seeing six parties contesting against each other, where usually there are four parties. Number one. Number two, you will see the faces of Balasaheb Thackeray being used by both the Shiv Senas.
Yeah.
So Shiv Sena, which say has at its peak 63 seats. Now they are contesting around more than 50 seats against each other. So what is going to happen over there? That is number one. Number two, we will see similar thing in NCP as well. So yeah, this is going to be a very different election if we compare it to the other elections. Not only 2014, even 2019, it seems like things have changed. Those who were in the opposition are now in government. Those who were in government, they are in the opposition. Now the voter is also confused. Earlier, each sector had a fixed voter who would vote for their parties. But this time, there are NCP voters who might vote for Ajit Pawar, but also for Sharad Pawar. There are similar voters who might vote for Eknath Shinde as well as Uddhav Thackeray. So this time, what I think is the key is the voter turnout and how many voters actually turn out, because this is going to be a very close election.
Yeah.
I have been touring Maharashtra, as you said, and what I have understood is there are several issues that are quite critical. Number one issue which I saw in Vidarbha, let's start from there, is the farmer issues, be it the cotton farmer, be it the soybean farmer, as well as the orange farmers. They are very upset with this government. They say they are not getting the right price. They are facing huge losses. There is nothing that the government has done. And when we are speaking, it was only a day earlier when Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced that he'll be providing 6,000 rupees to soybean farmers, whereas Rahul Gandhi has announced 7,000 rupees, because they are understanding that farmers will play a crucial role. And there's a direct fight in Vidarbha against Congress, between Congress and BJP. So whoever wins that will have an advantage. When you spoke about campaigning, yes, the campaigning has changed.
Yeah.
This is more of a local campaigning this time rather than national campaigning. So 2 days back, when even Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he was in Shivaji Park, Mumbai, you did not see a huge crowd over there.
Yes.
It's not like his popularity has been decreased or something, but now people know that they have to speak to their own local leaders. They have their own local problems in which they are focusing. And that is exactly where the campaigning is going. However, there are some things which have changed, which has never happened in Maharashtra. We have slogans like "Batoge to katoge."
Yeah.
We have slogans like "Ek hai to safe hai," and I think so. This is not something that Maharashtra was known for. This politics might work in some states in the north, but it does not work in Maharashtra. And this is something I think so even the BJP has realized, and that's why they are not raising that issue as much, because they are in alliance with Ajit Pawar, who thinks that he is a secular force. He doesn't want to be associated with BJP in this way, that they are talking about "Ek hai to safe hai" and "Batoge to katoge." They have candidates like Nawab Malik in Mumbai. Ajit Pawar has candidate like Zishan in Mumbai.
Yeah.
So this won't work for them. And this seems to be their new campaigning over here. However, the Marathi Asmita is one issue. Then industries going out of Maharashtra is another issue, and jobs.
Yeah.
These are the three main issues on which the election is being contested. Now, whoever is able to woo the voter on their side will win this election.
Sohit, as you said about the major six parties being present in the contest, do you see some say that there are six parties in the contest, and each party wanting the other five parties to lose? Do you get that kind of impression?
Absolutely. This is an election where alliances are fighting against each other and also with each other.
Yeah.
So while Manoj Jarange Patel is someone who praises Eknath Shinde, he attacks Devendra Fadnavis. On the other hand, you will see Raj Thackeray, who praises Devendra Fadnavis but attacks Eknath Shinde. So
Yeah.
this is a very interesting and a different time in which we are sitting and witnessing this election, because this is the fight for power. Post 2019, all these leaders have understood that there's no future together. Anything can happen anytime, and we have been witnessing this for the last 5 years. So everyone, what I have understood, speaking to several leaders, everyone wants to be the kingmaker, but not the king.
Yeah.
Because whoever becomes the kingmaker will become the chief minister. And for that, if I want to win more seats, the other two parties, even in my alliance, should not win more than me. And this is how the politics is being run. So you will see a lot of independent candidates who were once part of a party but now have turned rebel. Some of them are being supported by their own party members against someone else. So this is going on. Look at what is happening against Nawab Malik.
Yeah.
Ajit Pawar has given ticket to Nawab Malik from Shivaji Nagar Mankhurd in Mumbai, but there's also a Shinde candidate against him.
Yes.
Look at what is happening in Mahim. There is a Shiv Sena Shinde candidate, there is a Shiv Sena UBT candidate, as well as a MNS candidate, that is Raj Thackeray's son, Amit Thackeray. So yeah, this is going to be a very close as well as an election where you will see it is as close as Haryana, where there are so many candidates contesting. They are local people, they have their own base, they have the power to have 5, 10, 15,000 votes, which, mind you, matters a lot in the selection. So yeah, this is something where they are not only fighting against their alliances, but also within their alliances.
What about the Jharenge factor? See, last time during the Lok Sabha poll, it was fresh from his agitation. So he had a lot of, following that his factor was, fresh in the air. But today, after the, say, 4 or 5 months of the Lok Sabha poll, the situation is totally different. And not many people are talking about the Maratha reservation. Of course, Rahul Gandhi takes up the issue of OBCs and the caste-based census, etc. Does Jharenge factor play a crucial role now?
The Maratha reservation factor does play a role, especially in Marathwada.
Yeah.
That's the region where Jarange would matter. And even if you see over there, even the BJP, they have ensured that they have more Maratha candidates, so that the Maratha factor over there, they get confused that, okay, both are Marathas, so what should we do? Earlier, they were just focusing on teaching a lesson to the Mahayuti, because they were lathi charged last year. You know that what happened in Antarwali Sarati, where they were protesting and they were lathi charged. So they had a lot of anger. And that anger was clearly visible during the Lok Sabha election.
True.
But even now, Jarange still has a huge support behind him. However, yes, he wanted to contest elections. There are a lot of candidates who wanted to contest from his party. Then he said, no, I won't be supporting anyone. That would dent him a bit, but I'll still say that he's a big factor, big factor in Marathwada region, and that is where everyone will try to be in the good books of Jarange Patil. I think so. From Eknath Shinde to Sharad Pawar, they have managed to be in the good books. It's only, I think so, Devendra Fadnavis who is at the center, and Jarange keeps on attacking him. But yes, Jarange as well as the Maratha reservation factor will play a huge role in this election as well.
But Jarange has not been actively neither campaigning nor participating in any of the rallies. He's not seen out at all. Whereas Raj Thackeray has been conducting lots of rallies. I think he's contesting more than 100 seats in the state,
Yeah.
and he has been addressing lots of meetings. In fact, yesterday he indicated that he developed a fatigue factor. In Nasik, he said, "Kitti bhashan karaycha, kutu kute jaycha," kind of a scenario. And what is the ground reality as far as MNS is concerned? Because there are crowds, pouring into, listen to him, view him, see his theatrics, etc. But when it comes to that crowd getting converted into votes, that doesn't seem to be happening. Do you see any perceivable change, say at least in places like Mahim or a couple of places in Nashik?
Well, it all depends on the relation between Raj Thackeray and Devendra Fadnavis.
Okay.
Now, you have to understand the internal politics over here. In the last 2.5 years, since Shinde became chief minister, earlier it was being seen that Shinde is the puppet and Devendra Fadnavis is ruling the state.
Yes.
But slowly and steadily, Shinde was able to build his own cloud. He started to build his own contacts with Amit Shah, with Narendra Modi within the state. This Ladki Bahin or other projects he has been speaking. So he was able to build his own cloud. And Devendra Fadnavis realizes that. And if Shinde becomes that powerful, it means that Devendra Fadnavis, who was earlier chief minister, later became the deputy chief minister, he won't be that powerful in the state. And that's where the Raj Thackeray factor comes in. Look at what happened in Mahim. In Mahim, Sada Sarvankar, a 4-time sitting MLA, has been nominated, has been given ticket by Shinde,
Yeah.
but the BJP says that no, we'll be over there campaigning for Amit Thackeray.
Yeah.
Why is that so? Because they want to use Raj Thackeray with them. If Raj Thackeray comes and if Raj Thackeray is able to cut the votes, he won't be only cutting votes of Uddhav Thackeray. Mind you, he'll also be cutting votes of Eknath Shinde. And there comes the Thackeray factor. He has the Hindutva ideology, which aligns with BJP. And at the same time, Devendra Fadnavis sees Eknath Shinde a bigger threat than Raj Thackeray. So in several seats, the BJP might push for Raj Thackeray to win, because it seems like Raj Thackeray might support. And if you remember clearly, there was this ABP News conclave where Raj Thackeray said that we will be part of the government, and I think so Devendra Fadnavis will be the next chief minister.
Yeah.
Now, this was being heard not only by Devendra Fadnavis but also by Eknath Shinde. So
Yeah.
it says a lot that the relation between these three are quite complicated. While Shinde and Raj Thackeray, they used to meet, it seems like there's no connectivity happening between these two. And Fadnavis and Raj Thackeray seem to be together. So it will be the BJP's push that even Raj Thackeray needs to survive in this election, as well as to win more than one MLA. Mind you, last time he had just one MLA in the entire assembly of 288 MLAs. So this is also the election that will decide his future. And that's why it seems like he's aligning with Devendra Fadnavis as well as BJP. And if the BJP actually supports him, he might be able to win few.
Actually, in Mahim, you're right. In Mahim, in fact, Shiv Sena has put up Sarvankar, but at the same time, BJP said they will be supporting Amit. At the same time, we get to hear voices from BJP saying, no, Shiv Sena is our ally. We'll be supporting Shiv Sena Shinde candidate. These kind of conflicting statements also do come. But Raj Thackeray, going further with Raj Thackeray factor, in the same ABP conclave, he said, let's start with the current elections. I'm contesting 100 seats. Next year, next session, 5 years later, government will be formed by MNS. Do you see that kind of ambitious dream coming true anytime?
Well, the problem with Raj Thackeray is in 2014, he supported Narendra Modi. In 2019, he campaigned in Maharashtra against Narendra Modi. Then he got a notice from the ED office. Then after that, he started to speak on mosque as well as the speakers on the mosque. Then in 2024 Lok Sabha election, he said that I'll not contest the election, but I'll support Narendra Modi in this election. And now during assembly election, he says, I'm not supporting anyone. I am contesting as an independent party. So if you look at his the way he has been changing every 5 years, in fact, every 2.5 years, that is where the voter wasn't being able to connect with this leader, because there was no ideology. He wasn't saying the same thing again and again. So it all depends on what happens in the next 5 years. But absolutely, he's the leader of his party. He would like to happen that. And to keep his voters charged, he'll have to say that 2029 is our time. What stopped you from 2019 to 2024? Yeah. Why didn't you contest anything in 2019? Why did you win just one seat? Yeah. So these are several questions, but yes, as a party leader, he's supposed to say that.
As you said, consistency in political messaging is one factor, but does it not affect both the factions of the NCP and the Shiv Sena also? Because the MLAs who were there, they have come this side, and that kind of political inconsistency, does it confuse the voter on the ground?
Well, absolutely it does. Many people still consider that the Thackeray's have the bow and arrow symbol with them. Yeah. At the same time, many people also consider that Sharad Pawar has the new symbol of clock. They think so that clock is still with them. So there's that confusion. Plus, several people still think that, okay, Shiv Sena, what's wrong? They should be together. They think of Thackeray, they might vote for the sitting Shiv Sena candidate. And that's why, if you see, Uddhav Thackeray has been wearing this big mashal everywhere where he is going. Yes. Even during Dussehra rally, Aditya Thackeray said it 10 times. What's a symbol mashal? What's a symbol mashal? So this has been going on again and again and again. And they are trying to reduce the confusion. In fact, look at what happened in Lok Sabha. One seat, Shinde won only by 48 votes. This shows how important the election symbol is. So yes, there is a lot of confusion, but hopefully they got some time. They got 4-5 months, and they would be able to make this confusion go.
Finally, coming down to the real issues, nobody has been talking about the real issues, as you have said. In fact, as you asked Nitin Gadkari also, the issues of the unemployment, price rise, poverty line, etc. Though Modi says he brought up 25 crore people from the poverty line into the above the poverty line, 80 crore people are still being fed free rations. There is also, I've been talking to a lot of these health insurance guys, health issues, medical treatment issues. He's pushing close to 4-5 crore people every year into below the poverty line. In this kind of contradictory situation, and poverty being the crux of the society today, societal issues today, and unemployment, main issues are not being discussed at all. Does the voter on the ground feel that he's being misled, he's being cheated, and nobody's talking about the issue that concern him? Except
Absolutely.
farmers.
Majority of the people we spoke to, they are saying whoever comes to power, we don't care because they don't talk about us.
Yeah,
We were in Vidarbha, they said that there are orange farmers over here, but not even a single processing unit. What are these leaders talking about? Where is the vision? There's no jobs in even places like Nagpur, from where Devendra Fadnavis
yeah.
comes, Nitin Gadkari comes in. When, in fact, I asked the same question to Mr. Nitin Gadkari as well. There are no industries over here. There are no places. The people from there have to either come to Mumbai or Pune or go to Bangalore for their jobs. Jobs is a big issue. Industries going out of Maharashtra is another issue. Farmer issues are the third issues. So these are the ground issues. And yesterday I also tweeted about this, that in this election, the voter is upset. Now, even if Mahavikas Aghadi wins, it will be because the voter is upset with the current government. There's
Yes.
nothing both the parties have promised or done that would be something that the people are impressed about. It is all about Hindutva, Batenge, Katenge, Marathi Asmita, as well as all these issues. But the core issues remain the same, I think, so for years and years.
In fact, I heard Gadkari telling you that he's got some 88,000 jobs created in Mihan. Things are changing. But today, I think, as my wife was saying the other day, all politicians are talking, particularly BJP politicians are talking about future tense. Nobody talks about the present tense. 10 साल
Yeah.
के बाद 3 साल में इतनी नौकरी मिलेंगी, 5 साल में इतनी नौकरी मिलेंगी. Do you see voter still getting dissatisfied with this? This final question now will wind up.
Yeah. People, especially in cities, they care about Hindutva. They think that, okay, India is going to be a developed country. I'll give you an interesting example. We
Yeah.
were in a textile market, and all the workers over there, when we asked them, the workers, what are their issues? So they said job losses. There's no industry. We are not getting money, inflation. But when we ask the owners who have money with them, who can employ these people, for them, Hindutva is the issue.
Oh,
So, जिसका पेट भरा है, for them it is Hindutva. जिसके पेट भरा है, for them it is good that India is doing good in the world. We have a name. But जिसका पेट खाली है, for them, you see, there are no jobs, there's inflation. So these are the issues on ground. So voter will be talking about this. It only depends on which section of the society you belong to.
climate change is real. Of course, that is my favorite subject. But nobody talks about environment and
No
climate
one, no
at the
one
same time.
does.
Except
No one.
Aditya Thackeray put up in his manifesto 4 lines saying we will try and revive MCAP. Unfortunately, environment is getting neglected as ever. Do you think that it is time now for us to make environment also an election issue?
Absolutely, it should be an election issue. Look at the air quality in Mumbai. Look at the air quality in Delhi. What are we living in? What is the condition of our cities? But despite that, no one is talking about it. And I have understood one thing: politicians only talk about things that give them vote.
Yeah.
So until and unless people actually care about this issue, the politicians will not. So it's the people who need to start caring about this. And look at the air quality around us, sir. What is happening? So
True.
yes, this is a big issue, but it seems like since no one votes on this issue, this won't be a political issue soon.
Same thing happening at COP 29 also. People are talking about the funding, raising more and more money, but they also lay a lot of frameworks, etc. But in ground rule, as far as ground level implement is concerned, there's hardly anything happening even after the COP 29 also.
Correct.
Thanks
That's
a
true.
lot, Sohit, for your time and superb. Thank you and stay safe.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.